Listen, I have no idea what we're doing in this video today, so I wanted to originally show a bunch of clips from different people using some of the new Second Awakened monsters in RTA. However, most people in RTA are just using super try-hard. It's the end of season. People are using just super try-hard LD5s. There's a couple people here and there that are using some of these new two-way monsters. Not really too much. We'll see if we can take a look at some of them. But today, there was really not too much that we can see on the new two-way monsters in RTA. However, we do still have all these two-way monsters that we built on all these different accounts. So today we're just gonna wing it. We're gonna see what happens. I don't know what we're gonna actually see, but we're gonna see some stuff. While we're here on China server, let's play with some Cha-Cha. That doesn't sound right. So usually the guild wars here suck. We're just going up against things like, hey, there's 3 twins in Guild War defense. I'm like, nobody wants to see 3 twins in Guild War defense. However, there was this team. I thought this was interesting. We could definitely take Cha-Cha. We can't take Cha-Cha in everywhere, but we can take Cha-Cha into the second team because Strip, as long as there is buffs because she has a Strip on her skill 3, and then also some kind of DPS unit. So we're going to try to Strip and switch the attack power with skill 3 on this Perna, right? So attacks the enemy, inflict damage, steals beneficial effects on the enemies, transfers the harmful effects granted on yourself. In addition, you and the target's attack power excluding the boss will be switched while the skill's on cooldown if the target's attack power is higher than yours. So that's what we're going to do to Perna. And then Perna should hit for like no damage. They are so slow. Oh my god. So, okay, I'm anticipating them having absolutely no runes. I mean, there's good that they're slow here. I'm anticipating them having no runes on this one. Okay, so we'll do one of those. That's a very fast cat, though. That is a very fast cat. Let's do the Perna. Actually, that would have been better to... That would have been better to switch it after they had the buff, right? Yeah, that would have been better to switch it after he had the... Look at this Perna does... Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's be real here. Would that Perna have done, with the runes that I feel are on this defense, would that Perna have done any damage regardless? I feel like that Perna might not have done damage. Yeah, I don't know if that Perna would have done damage. Oh my god. Maybe it's a tanky Perna. I don't know. Well, the Perna did have higher attack power. He's got a decent amount of cleanses. I mean, it's a 2-turn, but yeah. Well, now we're here completely different. We're here in RTA. I was looking for some two-way stuff, and instead I found an ISIS match. And I always like to see ISIS match because I think ISIS is so underrated. And people are like, ISIS is terrible. And I'm like, we saw an ISIS match in SWC, and it was a complete, like, it was just easy win. Crazy. ISIS also is one of the best arena offense units in the game. She just puts everything, if you guys don't know what ISIS does, she puts everything on Oblivion. She's insane, right? She's one of my most wanted LDs. So she puts, well, actually she didn't put the Ragdoll on Oblivion. Everything else is on Oblivion, but Ragdoll's not on Oblivion. So Molly passive didn't activate, Artemiel passive didn't activate. Ragdoll is the only one that has passives that activate because his well, not if he dies, right? Not if he dies. But everything else is Oblivion and Silence, which means they can't use any skills with cooldowns. And the passives don't come into play. And people keep saying, like, oh, no, ISIS is terrible. ISIS is terrible. ISIS is garbage unit. And every time I see ISIS being used, I'm like, really? Like, this is definition of a... Well, I hope I summon more garbage units then, because this... wow, I would love to have some more garbage on my account. Contra's like, done! More garbage on your account! Let's give him some light Phantom Thieves. No. I mean, if ISIS is considered garbage, man, I would love to get one of her to see how garbage she is in person. Now is just starting to be an RTA video. You know what? I did want to look at, why are you second picking that archer? Then they know what you're gonna do. I would have second picked the tableau actually. But yeah, this is a cool comp. Okay, so let's see what it does. That archer is gonna get a second turn instantly, right? She's gonna do that. Song of the Night Wind gets an extra speed buff, gets an extra crit buff, and then return dice means everything gets new turns. That Miho, watch Miho solo, right? So multi hits. She procs her passive, so her passive is down. Critical arrow gets the stun on Triana. Okay, and then there's a lot of damage. All right. This Miho, watch this Miho solo, because everything's, with that crit buff, everything's going to have all this extra crit. This is, I've seen this team before, though. This is not the first time I've seen a similar team to this. Maybe not this specific one, but similar teams to this. Some people are using the light archer and very, very fast, like 300 speed. Like, you saw how fast she was. She was crazy, crazy, crazy fast. But this is pretty nuts. And now Miho is just going to solo everything, right? Because that light archer is not, she's not that tanky. Although the unrecoverable is pretty deadly. Now that dot, GG. GG with the dot. You see how crazy that is, though. Oh my god. I really did want to see some crazy RTA matches today, though. So, I wanted to see some 2A RTA matches, but I'll settle for some Isis and some light magic archer. So this is someone that I actually wanted to see some more battles of. This is Love. He has been using the dark, he's been using the dark Grim Reaper Thrain a lot lately. He does also have a YouTube channel. I'm gonna link his YouTube channel in the comments if you guys want to see more of Love. He's a fantastic player. He's been OP for years. For like the entire time that the game's been out, he has been super OP. So he's been using this double stripper, and he's been using this Thrain and some other things to follow up the double stripper, like the Gianna Chiwu. Gianna Chiwu Ciara, and then Thrain, and sometimes he uses, I think, Okino. Sometimes he uses other, like, threats, like control damage, control DPS threats. But look how crazy this is. There's so many continuous damage. So much continuous damage on the team. And he goes for... okay, so his opponent goes for the Thrain first, since clearly the Thrain was the biggest threat on the entire team. And now he's going to come back from everything with this this OP Gianna, but... yeah, that Thrain did a lot of continuous damage. That's why he's using it. He's like legit using it in G3 though, this Thrain. So... yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, monkey. GG. It's time for a break from some RTA, so I thought let's do some Guild Wars. We're here on the main, and I thought this first team, let's do something crazy, right? We're going to do something crazy for the first team. We'll see how it goes. This is pretty standard into Commune and Vigor teams. And then there's a defense-based unit, so ignore defense. Bombs are not bad. And then for the second team, we're just going to use some tanky and some... actually, who's that? Oh, no. Who's that going to bomb? Bagel. Ciara's going to bomb the water unit. You know what Ciara does. Anyway, we're going to take this and we're going to see how it does. Ciara doesn't have any attack power buff, so we'll see how much damage she winds up doing. Nice. Well, actually, we could have used that. We could have used that. All right, so let's do one of these. Let's do some bombs. Bombs go boom. Let's do attack power break, defense break. Bombs went a little boom. Wait, is she on despair? She may be on despair. We don't need to sleep anything anymore, do we? All right, bombs. No. Okay. It didn't go crazy. Didn't go crazy. Okay. Now, yeah, she is on despair. She is definitely on despair. Okay. So we'll do one of these. Maybe Celia is amazing. Tech age reduction? No. Don't kill. Listen, don't kill. I need her. Never thought I would say that. And bye-bye. Kind of fun. Never tried that team before. All right. And one of these. And didn't even strip. I mean, it's not even 100% chance to strip anyway, but... yeah, let's do one of these. Let's do one of these. And then we try to... I feel like we just try to kill her. Actually, she's going to be the tankiest one out of all of these, so maybe we don't try to kill her. Maybe it's not a great idea to kill her. All we need is... oh, there we go. Yep, we're fine. I mean, we're using a bunch of Nat 5. Not like this is an easily replicable... Not this is an easy team that everyone can build. Yeah. But still a fun team. Still an effective team against something like this, right? So... let's just do that. She's still weak in human form to bombs because she's got low HP though. We might try this one. This feels like it should be fun. All right, so you guys, do you even know what he does? Do you even know how he has runes? So he does have runes. Cool. He is on tech or damage tech. Didn't even know he was on runes, but fantastic. So this ignores effects that resist death. So we're going to see how it works on Miho. And then for this third team, just seems like fun. This is a damage Veligil. We also have a tanky Veligil, but this one is a damage Veligil. He's on speed or damage defense. We did a video. Is he still not upgraded? Oh, good. Okay. Well, anyway. Should be fun. Should be a little fun. Ooh, is this going to kill through the shield is the question. You're going to put that shield up. Then he's going to do this. Then we're going to do this. Is that going to kill through the shield? Definitely, he's on Swift runes. He killed through the shield. Fantastic. Okay. I do like that. Very nice. I'm sorry. Very nice. Very nice. We'll do this active punishment. I don't know why we really needed to do that. We don't need to do any of this right now. I don't actually want to hit anything with that. No, don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Let's do one of these. I don't mind if she takes some damage. She's kind of tanky. She can definitely take a hit or two from these things. Let's do Crossfire. Let's do... Not that we really needed to do that right now. Let's do some more attack gauge decrease. Let's do Summary Conviction. We're just hoping for the damage here, right? We don't need to... Still not bad, right? Yeah, we were just hoping for the damage there. And we'll do one of these. Get the stun. He's got a heal block anyway, so we should be fine. You guys didn't even know what he did. You're like, oh, I got one of those. I didn't even know what he did. Oh my god! She was so fast. Oh, right. Of course she's fast. Nothing on my team is fast. Why was that Rika so fast? Bagel, you showed the Veligil was not fast. Is the Inugami fast? Is the Vertiheal fast? Is that a dungeon Vertiheal? Yeah, it's a dungeon Vertiheal. Okay, well that's why he's not fast then. That's why he's not fast. Alright, so we'll strip this. Just kidding. We'll do one of these. Oh, it's no John Cena. No John Cena. Rip. 11k. Oh, it is a John Cena! Back to RT. I thought this was interesting though. This is not a new 2A. However, this is still a 2A. It's still an old 2A. How often do we see the Fire Fairy in RT nowadays? One of the great things about the Fire Fairy is her third skill does, well, even her first skill does multi-hits. All of her skills do multi-hits, but look at all that damage. She actually gets quite a decent amount of damage from the additional damage artifacts. So she's actually pretty good with the additional damage artifacts, which is kind of interesting because I really wasn't thinking about, like, you know how people are using additional damage on the Oracles, people are using additional damage on the Okeanos, like right here we see the Okeanos. So they have a defense break and big damage, big damage, big damage. Look at how much damage that's doing as long as there's a defense break on there. But even with the additional damage artifacts, you don't actually need a defense break to do some damage. So some of these things like the Oracles and the Okeanos can do pretty sizable damage just with those additional damage artifacts and multi-hits. The big thing there is that they have a lot of multi-hits. So this looks like this is just, I mean, all that additional damage and all those multi-hits going in on that Achroma. There's really not too much that the Achroma passive can do in this situation because there's so many multi-hits. Right? So many multi-hits, so many additional damage. It's not even about crit or not crit. It's additional damage artifacts are doing really pretty decently. More Isis gameplay. Usually we don't get to see too much Isis, so anytime we get the chance to see some Isis and how awesome she is and how I feel that she's very underrated is fantastic. So they have 3 of those units on their team had passives, right? 3 of those units have passives, and usually the units, those passive units, like for example Molly and Juno, don't have will runes. So you didn't really have to go too crazy with the strips because the units didn't have units. Generally, those units don't have will runes to begin with, right? So you just take Isis into those things and Oblivion on everything. GG, Oblivion on everything, silence on most things, and now it's just go time for this Dark Demon. So There you go. That's one of the reasons that it's important to also, and you knew that the Daphnis was going to be the squishiest one, but that's one of the reasons it's important to know the meta builds for things. Even if you don't own those specific units, it definitely helps to know, like, oh, this unit is usually ruined with this unit is usually ruined with that, so that you can kind of tell what to expect going into a match, and a lot of times have the upper hand when you know how your opponent's monsters are usually ruined. So now he doesn't have the silence, so now he's at a disadvantage. However, this demon can still bring things back from the dead. So don't count that demon out till yeah. Welcome back, friend. Don't count that demon out just yet. Demon does some crazy stuff. So let's just watch. That demon passive is, if you don't know how to deal with that demon passive, the demon passive can be crazy. So he can still do crazy things. Demon's not done yet. He can still definitely do some crazy things. But yeah, with this Oblivion on, I mean, it's gonna take a little longer because there's no damage right now. The demon was the one that was the DPS unit, but it's just a matter of time before they just whittle away. And Ragdoll and Molly are two very, very OP units that are right now Oblivioned and can't really do too much of anything. So eventually, maybe Friend's got some. Does Fran have some artifacts? Some additional damage artifacts? I feel like additional damage artifacts are not bad on Fran. But he's still, this Ragdoll is still silenced, so Ragdoll can't really do his skill 2. Benefit from that HP that he's missing. Although now he doesn't have missing HP anymore. But more Oblivions. So this is just resistance. She's usually ruined with high resistance, though. That's one of the things. Usually ruined with high resistance, and also Nemesis makes her very, very annoying. Usually fast, tanky, high resistance Nemesis for this Molly. Oh my god! And then Ragdoll's back to full HP. So yeah, it's gonna be. You know what? Let's do one of these. This is gonna be a long match. It's not gonna be. There's 3 support units on one side. 3 support units, and then the Ragdoll has some damage on the one player side. But yeah. This is even on super fast speed. This is still taking forever. Thank you, Molly. Molly's like, you're welcome. No, that was not it. That was sarcasm, Molly. That was sarcasm. So he's gonna go for a lot more Oblivion. Welcome back, Demon. Right? I told you that Demon was not done yet. So, yeah. GG. Demon, even if he's off the board, he's not quite done. Same thing with the Water Demon. Even if he's off the board, he's not quite done. He still can make a comeback, right? So the Water Demon would have done something similar there. With all the support on both sides, support, no one really killing each other, no one really doing too much damage. The Water Demon, I'm just saying for those of you that are Water Demon owners, because I know much more people have the Water Demon than the Dark Demon. If you're in that situation where it's just like turns, no one's really doing anything, but the Water Demon, is dead, eventually he just comes back. He's just like, the timer ticks down, and then he comes back, and then he's like, okay, I'm ready. I have not that much HP. I'm ready to nuke something, ignore some defense, and just kill something, right? And especially if the match goes on longer, then he's going to have more attack power because the attack power up, and the enemy's going to have less HP because HP down. So he's just going to be able to nuke something just like the Dark Demon did. So he's very similar in that aspect. The Dark Demon is, of course, stronger, but the Water Demon is also is similar mechanics. Perfect timing. Remember how I was talking about the Water Demon and how the Water Demon works kind of similar to the Dark Demon? Well, Water Demon got banned. Back to something completely unrelated now, because that's basically what we're doing in this video. Ancient Crystal Shop refreshed about 2 days ago. I don't know why it's telling me now, but refreshed 2 days ago. We don't even have enough for a blessing. Do I have a blessing? No, I don't have. What did I do? Maybe I bought something. Did I buy something from this shop? I think I may have bought something from this shop. Yeah. So let's refresh the list. Let's see if we get anything exciting. Really not too much of anything that I would go out of my way to buy. Like this third one, I would roll it, see how it rolls. First one, maybe Tyrannus, if you get it. I wouldn't buy it from this shop. I would just buy super premium stuff from this shop. First one I would roll. Second one is actually pretty juicy. That second was pretty juicy. There's a lot. That's pretty juicy for a lot of units. That's pretty juicy. No innate, but... Excuse me, that's a very juicy rune. I kind of want to pick that up, but I kind of want to pick that up. That's a juicy one. Well, we only have enough for one. So I think I'm fine with Despair slot 2s, but it's still a juicy one. First rune there, I would roll for I would hope we don't get crit rate, and I would roll for a bomber like a Malacca or something like that, right? When was the last time we even saw a video with Malacca? Oh wait. Third one, I would roll for speed. That's about it. Not really anything too crazy. First one is like, this is like a weird rune. It's like, what do you even put that on? Like, you sell it, or probably like early mid-game players like, I'll stick this on someone. That I actually don't mind for something like a Galleon in a Shield will cleave team, or like, kind of like a Shield will cleave team rune. That's what I would do that for, right? Turn 2 Shield will cleave team. That first one is actually not a bad Garrow rune. Garrow or like Miho or something like that, right? Or like some of those Torrent Dragon Knights. So first one is actually good for a DPS unit that needs Nemesis. Also, you can stick that on a Chow too. So that's for the first one. Second one, I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but I would roll it if I got it and see if it rolls a lot of defense and crit rate, and then like maybe gem the crit damage and put it on like a Copper or Bulldozer. I wouldn't buy it though. You're really looking for just super premium runes from this shop. First one I would just roll to see how it rolls. If I got it, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy any of those. Anything with speed, you just see if you roll multiple speed rolls. Third one, so the third one, the Rage rune is a little bit weird. That is actually a rune. Weirdly enough, the actual play with this third rune, this defense slot 4, that could be okay for like a Copper, right? So the thing with Copper is there is a stipulation. Usually you want defense, crit damage, defense on a Copper. However, there's a stipulation with Copper is he needs to have double the defense of the enemy to ignore defense. So some people do Copper trap defenses for their Guild War, Guild Siege defense. If they think they're going to get hit by Coppers, they're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do super tanky defense on this. And then you can just do a triple defense Rage Copper. There you go, triple guard Takradam Shack. That would give just that extra amount of defense. But generally, so that's kind of the play with that third one. If you have like a rune like that, again, I would not buy it. Or you just roll for speed. So there's two different ways to win there. There's the first, the defense Rage Copper, or, which is nice to have in your back pocket, right? Yeah, I mean, if you get a rune like that, what are you going to use it for? So you may as well use it for something. And it's super easy to build extra Coppers. So there's not really anything wrong with that. Or you could just roll speed. But it's, again, not a rune that I would buy from this shop. So first one is actually not bad for a fatal damage deal. You hope that it just skips on the resistance. I mean, you don't buy any of these from this shop. None of these are worth buying because you're looking for super premium runes. First one is not bad for a fatal damage dealer. Hope it skips resistance and then like gem some resistance, gem some attack over that and put it on like a Lucian number 7. Bagel, is that what you do? I mean, I'm just saying. Lucian number 7 rune. I wouldn't buy any of these. I wouldn't buy any of those. Yeah, I wouldn't really use any of those either. I mean, the HP Rage rune, there's some places you could use HP Rage runes, like for the Fire Cat or for the Fire, not the Fire, like the Fire Cat or like HP based damage dealers, some of them. First one is actually kind of interesting for like a Galleon. First one's cool for a Galleon. I would see if that rolls speed, but even if it doesn't roll speed, that's not bad for a Galleon. A lot of times you want fight runes on Galleons, so that's not bad. What else do we have? Resistance. All bad. Nothing exciting. Roll the first one for speed. Anytime you maybe get a quad roll speed, you always try for the quad roll speed, but yeah, but none of these are actually worth buying. Again, some of those had some speed, but yeah, none of these are worth buying. Same situation. You only really want premium. Wait, that second room might have had something going on. I don't know. But yeah, none of these are worth buying. Like, not even worth rolling. Like, yeah, not really even not really that great. Nothing exciting, nothing exciting, nothing exciting. First one, you can see if you roll speed, right? First one's got some decent, hope you get like a 3-4 rolls into speed. At least 2 rolls. The first one, you can still use if 2 rolls into speed, you can still use that for something, right? Like an aggressive control unit. Second one, just really not anything. Third one, I mean, it's defense. Usually you want HP on things. You can still use defense for some things, but then also it has no speed. It has innate HP percentage. I'm talking about the second one now. So there's two things going against it, so you really don't need that for anything. The third one is... I mean, there's a couple things that you could use that for. I wouldn't really get too excited about it. That despair slot too, with what was it? Attack, crit rate, crit damage, and defense, something like that. That was actually the best rune that we saw here today. Not really anything too crazy. First one, I wouldn't buy. I mean, it's a violent rune with speed, but I wouldn't buy it from the shop. I would, see if if I got that, I would roll it. And there's so many support units. That's just like a typical support unit rune if it goes into speed and HP and high rolls. The second rune is actually interesting. Like, you could use if it rolls crit rate and crit damage. That could be a good rune for something, because you can't get on that second rune, the rage rune slot 3. You can't get attack on that rune on that slot. Just on slot 3, you can't get attack subs. So if that rolls crit damage and crit rate, that could actually be a valuable rune, but generally don't really care too much about that one. And then we just have like that third rune. You maybe see if you roll speed on it. Aside from that, not really anything too crazy. Another thing you don't really see too much every day is the Light Dryad. So the Light Dryad is kind of interesting. She either heals or puts a shield on with her passive. Also, they usually build her with very high resistance, so she may be resisting more than usual. I found this out when I was... She also a nice combo against Hathor, right? Or a nice counter to Hathor, which I found out the hard way when I was on my alt doing Hathor stuff, and someone used the Light Dryad against me. Also, her skill 2 can take the... Oh, she did get asleep. Okay. So usually she's built with high resistance though, but her skill 2 can take the harmful effects from your team and throw it back on the enemy. Same thing with the water one, right? So actually kind of nasty against Hathor, because then, and even if she's still slept and she doesn't resist anything, it will still heal or put shields on your team with her passive. So usually you don't see her too much, but she's actually not a bad counter to Hathor, even though they're hitting the Hathor. They're trying to kill this Hathor, but she's still not a bad counter to Hathor. So that Chow's actually going to be kind of nasty on that team. Chow is not the preferable on a team that's using the Chiwu and Hathor and Okino stuff. Chow is not the preferred unit to be used in a combo with that. Usually you see people using Barbara in that, because Barbara's got attack age reduction and a strip, right? So usually if you're going like Chiwu and then control, you usually need some more strips, because then if you have a lot of control, and you only have Chiwu as the one strip, they can just ban the Chiwu strip. So usually you usually want to have some other strip options in your back pocket, not just the Chiwu. So Barbara, also a lot of times they use things like they're using here is the Juno and the Fire Monkey Meiha Wang. Against those heavy control comps, especially with the Okino's multi hit, stacks up the Meiha Wang. So Barbara is another reason that Barbara is so strong against those, is because Barbara is really strong against the Juno and the Meiha Wang with her skill 2 defense break into attack gauge pushback. So, oh my god, I talk way too much. This is kind of fun watching these RTA replay things. I miss this because we used to do more of this. And then we did less of this, right? But we used to do these RTA replay things all the time. I just wanted to show a little bit more of what we didn't get to see too much of what the Light Dryad can do. Just a little bit about her like shield and heal and stuff, but still is a nice pick into the control heavy teams where they're just gonna limit your turns, and Falir, her attack gauge fills up. Anytime her attack gauge fills up, she does the heals and the shields regardless if she actually gets a turn or not. Kind of similar to like Rakuni doing annoying things, Juno doing annoying things. So she's another unit that you can use in that situation as well. Let's finish it off with something really fun. Right now we are here on, I almost said today we're here. Today we're here. Today you're all over the place. Right now we are here on the Europe server account to do some Guild Wars. Found a little Viva Shell in some Guild Wars here. We're going to play with 2 new things. It looks like we're going to play with 1 new thing, maybe. Lagmaron, I have not done a video with Lagmaron yet. We don't have any defense breaks for him. Not the best pairing with Lagmaron. Maybe we should do a different Lagmaron. Whatever, we're going to use Lagmaron. Why not? We've got some, we've got a speed lead, we've got a strip, We've got CC, and we've got some... Well, actually, this is not going to work. I mean, it is going to work, but it's not going to work. How fast is that Vivichel? So many questions I have, because Vivichel may outspeed Lagmarin, which is going to be a problem. Although we do have a speed lead. So many things going through my head. Welcome to my life. Artemiel is now on crit damage. Not a lot of crit damage, but he's on some crit damage. He's, actually, he's HP crit damage defense. I thought he was on defense crit damage. Whatever. I did need some, whatever with him. Some whatever. Banga, you want to try that whole sentence again? Or, like, everything you've done in your entire life again? Yeah, whatever. It's really hard to build a good Artemiel, by the way, guys. You don't, like, it's not that hard to build, like, an early game budget Artemiel. Like, just put some speed on him, some HP, some defense on him, and you're good. And some resistance. But the longer you go, you, like, want to max out his resistance you want to get, because we still need a lot of crit damage. It's not as efficient runes as I would like it to be, but... You know, we got him on damage. We got him still 30,000 plus HP. We got him like 2,000 defense, almost 100, almost plus 100 speed. It's not that much close to pleasure. Whatever. He's a very mediocre Artemiel for whatever reason. Anyway, we're gonna do some of this. We're gonna do defense breaks. We're gonna do defense buffs. We got defense leader skill, and he's gonna do some more damage. Now, maybe he's gonna do some more damage. I don't know. Maybe we should start the battles instead of me talking and talking and talking and talking. Okay, so. Is Lagmarin gonna go before we got a stun? Good. We'll do one of these. And then we'll do one of these. We need some... Nice. We hope she doesn't resist, because you know she's gonna proc, right? You know she's gonna proc. You know she's gonna proc and she's gonna kill things. So, we'll do one of those. We need some CCs. We got no CC. I told you she was gonna proc. I told you she was gonna proc. I told you. I said she was going to do that. Okay, let's do some of these. Now we got a problem, guys. Now we got a problem. We definitely got a problem. Okay. We'll kill you. Stun? No stun. Let's do one of these. Bye Valentis. He didn't stun, though. That's his problem. Or Lagmarin didn't stun. You know what? I'm returning my Lagmarin. It's supposed to be Lagmarin Day. See all the cool stuff Lagmarin can do. Lagmarin's like, I'm going to not stun anything. Nice. Thank you, Lagmarin. I'm going to put Despair on you. Okay. So we got some defense breaks on us. That's not... I mean, we could have taken some immunity, but... Immunity. What do we need that for? Let's do one of you. Take some decent amount of damage, which is not great. Let's do one of you, since you're definitely going to die in 5 seconds. Okay, let's cleanse this off. We got some defense breaks on it. That's not honest. That's not fantastic. Okay, so let's do... Oh, you look like you're going to definitely do some damage. Or take some damage. Okay, let's do... we didn't stack ourselves enough. Artemiel stacks himself over time. So we would have definitely... can we kill with this? Sometimes he does. Sometimes he does. Okay, let's do one of these. Yeah, I mean, we could have taken some immunities. We actually don't have that much immunities here. So. Next, we got to do Rage, guys. I'm sorry, but I really feel like we got to do Rage on this Artemiel. It's time. It's... no. Oh my, we were recording so much nonsense. We were recording so much nonsense that the camera, that means I was recording for over like 2-3 hours. I was recording this like 2-3 hours worth of stuff in this video. This is not awkward at all, guys. This is not awkward at all. I'm a professional. I promise. I'm a professional. We gotta be careful. I actually like the battery on this. I like having a battery on this because I know sometimes people comment. They're like, oh, you should just get a cord that acts like a battery that goes in the battery slot for your camera. And I'm like, sometimes these cameras burn out, so I kind of like the fact that like after a couple hours, it shuts off and gives itself a couple minutes to chill out, so it doesn't burn the camera out. To continue what I was talking about, the reason that I say this is because this is not a webcam. This is not a webcam. This is a DSLR, right? And DSLR is generally not supposed to be used as webcams, so you got to be kind of careful that you don't like overwork the DSLR. And a few people already told me, they were like, It should have already died by now. And I'm like, good thing it didn't already die. Good thing. Tyrant, I don't want a Tyrant. That's not a Nat 5. Come to us, come on. Yeah, okay, let's see. Nat 5. Second like Mara. Oh, never mind. Europe servers got crazy rates, though. I don't know, man. Everything on Europe server, Nat 5, Nat 5, Nat 5, Nat 5, Nat 5, Nat 5. It's like, damn. All right. Anyway, that's it for this one. Oh, someone else got a Nat 5. Someone else got my Nat 5. Oh, jeez. That's all right. We already have that one. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We were all over the place today, but hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you as always in the next one.